Now, I just wanted to make sure you understand that U.S. code. Yes. See, I put approved and initial. Yes. Every person, who, under color of any statute, ordinance, regulation, custom, or usage of any state or territory or the District of Columbia, subjects or causes to be subjected any citizen of the United States or other person within the jurisdiction thereof to the deprivation of any right, privilege, or immunity secured by the Constitution and laws. Oh. Now, I put this as final and emergency. Yes. Mhm. An act to enforce the provisions of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution of the United States and for other purposes. A few years later, Congress rephrased and reenacted the provision in sections of 1979 Revised Statute 1874, an act to protect all citizens in their civil and legal rights. Yes. Mhm. Now, this act to protect every citizen of the United States of all of their civil and legal rights. Yes. Mhm. My civil rights are being violated. Mhm. My legal rights are being violated. And every individual in this nation that has any knowledge of this, you're participating in the terrorism against the enforcement of the rights of American citizens. It's terrorist to refuse to enforce the laws. Now, Sheriff, I will have you tried as a terrorist in the United States of America, and I will ask for the death penalty. Do you understand, Sheriff? I will ask that the jury decide to put you to death. You will not hide behind your badge. Law enforcement is afraid of men. You're not afraid of women. Men will look at corrupt law enforcement and say, you should be put to death. Now, obviously, I can't go around killing cops. Pooch, that would be against the law. Yes. But I can ask for the death penalty for every time that you disregarded my rights and my. I'm asking for the death penalty for every sheriff in every county of the United States that said we don't have to enforce forgery laws. We don't have to enforce fraud laws. We don't have to enforce the Constitution. I will have put to death every sheriff because you are obligated to protect my civil rights and my legal rights. Now, I have the legal right to divorce a wife, but you decided that you'd violate my right. I can ask for the death penalty. Now, I'm going to want my sons. Do you understand? You violated all of my civil rights and my legal rights for the last 7 years and 4 months. I want you to remove your fraud. I want my last name back. Yeah. And I'd like to speak to Marilyn because her husband has been very complicit in that same fraud. Pooh. So you kept sending court notices to the wrong address when my arrest record had been expunged. Yes. You served me and arrested me at the same time. Healthy Families of Clallam County interfered in my marriage. Pooch. You didn't contempt court when my wife motioned for a default dissolution of marriage. Yeah. There was no reason why I. Oh, terrorist. The death penalty. Now, I can't go around killing cops, but I can ask for every jury to seriously consider putting to death police officers that refuse to enforce the civil and the legal rights of American men. Now, did you get a text message? Oh, 7 years and 4 months. You kept me homeless. I sent you 2 million emails. You decided to cover up your crime. I informed you of the forgery of Heidi Lee Budnick, but you wouldn't enforce the laws. You say it's better for my sons to be playing pop. Goes the weasel. I want a phone call. I want a phone call from Marilyn and my sons. I want to sleep in a hotel. And I will sue as terrorists every oath badge attorney and mandatory reporter in this nation that has any knowledge of child abduction because of your abuse of power. I will sue for the death penalty. Okay, Sheriff? Do you see the difference between men and women? Men will have you put to death.